Hi, my name is Bill Schaeffer. We have another book review tonight. Tonight's book is Earth Changes Update by Hugh Lynn Cayce. This is an exploration of the predictions of the future by the famous psychic Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce was known as the Sleeping Prophet, and during his life he diagnosed and prescribed cures for over 14,000 illnesses. When his medicine was followed, generally a cure was effected. Most of his diagnosis was done in a trance, with remote viewing identifying the person and the illness. All of his predictions and all of his trance statements were transcribed by a secretary and are preserved in A.R.E. Hugh Lynn Cayce was Edgar Cayce's son, and he spent his entire life publishing and writing about the predictions of his father. And note, all these were done in a trance, and Edgar Cayce, for most of his life, was unaware of what he said in a trance. There are many interesting books on Edgar Cayce, and I suggest you review them here. However, this book review is on Earth Changes Update, and in particular a small part of the book. The beginning of the book deals with the history of the Earth and the lost city of Atlantis, the continent of Atlantis, and different things that occurred in ancient history. The middle of the book details the immediate future of the late 1930s and the predictions of World War II. But at the end of the book, there's a few predictions that deal with the future. And one prediction, incidentally, is most interesting, is from 2110 AD. At that time, Edgar Cayce predicted he was reincarnated into a boy that lived in North Dakota. And at that time, in 21 AD, North Dakota is in the west coast of the United States. When I read that, I thought that was amazing and highly improbable. But for some reason, it started me on a research project to research what is known about the Earth and what is known about future configurations of the Earth. I was astounded to find out that the sea level has changed through the history of the Earth by as much as 300 feet in both directions. Now, these facts are not in the book, but they were inspired by the book. My research was inspired by the book. 20,000 years ago, the sea level was 300 foot lower than it is today. And if Antarctica were to melt, the sea level would raise by another 300 foot above where it is today. So it is not implausible that at some time in the future, North Dakota could be on the west coast of North America. Anyway, the book is fascinating. And it also introduces the fact that Edgar Cayce predicted that in 1968, Atlantis would rise back out of the ocean. Well, obviously that didn't happen. But in 1968, divers did find what looked to be a wall constructed by humans 200 foot under the ocean off the coast of Bimini in the Bahamas, where Edgar Cayce said Atlantis would be. For these and a lot of other coincidental facts and predictions, I highly recommend Earth Changes Update by Hugh Lynn Cayce. It's a slim volume, but promises to astound and amaze. Please leave your comments below. Thank you.